Babes, I had to do a hey girly tonight and I feel really shit about it. So this guy had slid in my DMs a few days ago and was just like, hey, I wanted to let you know that I love your content. I think you're really beautiful and I think you're really hilarious. Like, keep up the good work. I was like, thanks, King. Like, have a good day. Thanks for following. He didn't have any info or pictures or anything on his TikTok. It was literally just a follow account. Clearly he was just here creeping on people and doing that, which is fine. A lot of people do that. I didn't think anything of it. And then he messaged me again the other day and was like, hey, I just want to let you know that you looked really beautiful today and I'm thinking about you. I'm like, okay, I didn't respond. Then he sends me a third message the next day and it was a picture of him. And he was like, hey, this is me. I also live in LA and I would love to take you out sometime. Would you by chance ever let me take you to dinner? In the photo that he sent, he was specifically wearing a Caterpillar brand hat. So Caterpillar, if you don't know, is the brand that's just called Cat, but it's short for Caterpillar, and it's the construction brand. It's usually like yellow and black. You can see them everywhere in the city. And so he was wearing that hat and he was like, oh, I wore this hat for you. It's my favorite. I'm like, okay. He was like, oh, I don't have Instagram. I can send you my LinkedIn so that you know I'm a real person. I'm like, strange. Okay, we're not doing business here. He sends me his LinkedIn with his full name. I see what he does in LA. He's like a creative director at a marketing agency. I kind of don't think anything of it again, and I get busy and I don't respond. He sends me like 3 messages in a row, basically being like, I need to take you out. I can't stop thinking about your face. You're so gorgeous and hilarious. I want to take you to Mexico on a trip. Like, he's like pulling out all these big guns. I'm like, okay. I still haven't responded, right? Cut to today. I went to my local bar here in my area. It's the one that I go to all the time, and they're seating outside on the sidewalk. So I'm sitting on the sidewalk with Ollie. We're having a drink with one of my friends. I just hear this girl start like cackling, right? So I just kind of like look over, and 4 tables down, there's a girl at a table, a couple guys and girls. She's like hanging on this guy. And I'm like, oh, that's nice, it's a couple. But then I noticed the cat hat. I'm like, oh, it's another person with like a caterpillar hat. Then I look closer and I'm like, why does that man look so familiar? I'm like, wait a minute, that kind of looks like that dude that DM'd me. I pull up the DM and I show my friend, I'm like, do you think that's the same guy? And it's a little bit dark because of like the awning and just the lighting. And she's like, oh no, that's definitely the same guy because you can see in the photo that he has this certain tattoo right here. I'm like, oh, I guess he's on a date. Hopefully he doesn't see me. They're all loved up and I'm like, oh, that's cute. Why is he asking me out on a date when clearly he has someone that he's dating? But maybe this is like a first date, like I'm not really sure. But my back is to them, so they can't see me. The only reason that I was able to notice them was when I heard the woman cackling and I was turned all the way around. I turned back around, I ended up going inside to get us more drinks, and I'm sitting at the bar. As I'm standing at the bar getting us drinks, that girl and her friends walk up. 2 of them are chatting and everything, and I just kind of look at them and smile. Something shines in my eye, and I'm momentarily blinded. And I look over, and I notice the girl has a huge ass engagement ring. I'm like, wait a minute. We need to do some investigatory work, Hat, because something A plus B is not equaling C plus D. Like, we need to see what's going on. So I turn to her and I'm like, oh my God, your ring is so beautiful. And she's like, oh my God, thanks. And her friend's like, she just got engaged 2 weeks ago. I'm like, oh wow, that's amazing. How long have you and your fiance been together? And she's like, oh, we've been together for 4 years. I'm like, oh, are you here with him now? And she was like, oh yeah, he's outside. I'm like, oh, is he the one that's in the Caterpillar hat? Because I love that brand because my name is Kat. And she was like, oh yeah, he loves that brand. I'm like, fuck. I was like, what's your name? Oh, I'm so-and-so. I was like, oh, cute. And then the girl introduced her name. Her friend is like, okay, come on, so-and-so and so-and-so are waiting for us. And I had looked up the guy's name and I saw what his name was. And it was the same name that she said. I was like, oh, are those your boyfriends? And she's like, well, my fiance. And then the other girl's like, well, yeah, my boyfriend. And I was like, fuck. I'm sitting there like wondering what to do very quickly. And I just made a very split decision that I still don't know if it was the right choice. But I felt energetically and intuitively that this is what I needed to do. So I was just like, hey, I'm so sorry. This is going to sound absolutely crazy, but I think that your fiance might have DM'd me this past week. She was like, what? I was like, I'm just going to pull up this account and I'm going to show you the messages. Is that okay? And she's like, okay. And then her friend is like, yeah, there's no way. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to show you this. Like, it's probably a mistake. It's probably just someone that looks like him. So I pull it up. I show her the message, and immediately, you guys, I see on her face that it's her man. She's like, I don't understand. When were these sent to you? And I'm like, look at the timestamp. These were sent like last week and then the past few days. And the friend's like, well, can somebody be like pretending to be him? And I was like, well, they sent me his LinkedIn, and this is the LinkedIn. So the girl starts basically hyperventilating in this crowded, like, dark-ass bar. And I'm like, oh, God, did I make the right decision? Did I say this at the right time? I'm like, I am so sorry. And she's like, will you come with me right now? And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, yeah, girl, I got you. We walk out. My friend is looking at me like, girl, where you been at? And you don't have drinks with you. Y'all. Her and I walk up to the table, and the look on her man's face is like he just saw the coming of Christ, because the color drained from this man's face, and he was looking at us, and he was trying to play it cool, and he was just like, hey, what's up? His fiance's like, why did you tell me? Do you know who this is? And he looks at me and he's like, no, I'm sorry. Have we met? And I was like, brother, the jig is up. Like, was this not you that sent me this? And he's like, no, I've never seen this before. And then his fiance's like, oh, so you're telling me that someone made a fake account for you? And he's like, yeah, like, this isn't me. Like, I would never do this. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, but also there is a phone number. And so they look, and the phone number, sure enough, is his. I hadn't texted him or anything. He just sent me his phone number. His fiance starts like going off on him. She's just like crying. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. I'm like thinking in my brain, is there a chance that someone is pretending to be him and has his number? Like, that seems like a really unlikely scenario. His fiance is like, the texting, this is how you text, because you use ellipses and you were using ellipses here on the messages. And then he's like, can we go and talk about this? And she's like, no, I don't want to go with you. And so they stand up. Everyone is watching. It is very dramatic. They get up and leave. He's like ushering her to the car down the road. I go back and sit down with my friend. I tell her what happened. I truly feel in my heart that I did the right thing. I hope that I'm not wrong. I mean, I just gave her the information that I had, but I feel so sad for her. Like, I'm a girl's girl, ride till I die. I will hate girly anyone, and I would hope that someone would have done the same for me. So that's why I did it.
She hey girlied her, because if I was in a situation like this, I would love for a woman to come to me as a woman before I make a biggest mistake of my life, which is marrying a man that is cheating on me, obviously. I can't believe he pulled that card that it wasn't him. Boy, please. You didn't even give her your real Instagram and all that because you knew you had someone. I don't know. Doesn't it make you feel like gross in the inside? Imagine you're in the right place at the right time. I tell people that, you know, God's on your side, man, and divinely sent you a person that says, hey, is this your man? Oh my God. Imagine being the other girl. Oh no. To find out that after dating this man for 4 years, after being engaged for 2 weeks, he's still hitting up people in the DMs. That's why social media is a problem, I think. It gave people too much access. You don't need a phone number to message someone. All you need is a DM. And people, like, I have a lot of my profiles private. People can still call you from there. They can text you. They can send you pictures. They can send you videos. It's really gross, especially when none of the people you're interested in. Anyways, off topic. If you were in this situation, would you have spoken to the girl or just let it die and like stop responding to the guy? Because I don't think I would have been bold enough to go up to her personally, but she had to know, right? I don't know. What would you think in the comment section below?